Yo, what's up everyone? Mr. Rage22 coming at you guys with a brand new video today. Hope you all are doing well. So in today's video, we are talking about yet another controversial subject, and that is well, by reading the title, you already know, but we are going to be talking about the Xbox Series X controller and why I cannot stand this thing. So, when the Xbox Series X first came out and I saw this thing in the reveal trailer, I wasn't really sure what to think. I know this is gonna sound stupid to y'all, but I was honestly hoping that this would be like a launch controller and Microsoft would make a more better updated controller. But yeah, I completely fucking hate this thing. I mean, it's not terrible, but to be honest, I'm just really disappointed with this new controller. I know it's got a couple new design things, like, the D-pad's different. It's got a new button, so that way you could capture your screenshots easier, so you don't have to actually press the Xbox button and, press X to record or Y to capture. I understand that, but I'm still just really disappointed in this controller, and I'll be explaining that in today's video. And I know that this is going to be controversial because I know that a lot of Xbox fanboys love this controller. I know that some probably even like it more than the Xbox One controller. But if you like this thing more than the Xbox One controller, I honestly can't see why. I mean, to be honest, I think you're just a completely dumbass person if you think this controller is better than the Xbox One controller, because there's barely a single difference between this controller and the Xbox One controller. And I honestly have no idea why Microsoft literally made just a more updated version of the Xbox One controller for the brand new console. And let me start by saying I love my Xbox Series X. This is my Series X right here. I love this thing. I've been enjoying it, been playing lots of games on it. Really been enjoying Xbox Game Pass. Not only that, but this thing is literally an all-in-one console. I could literally sit on here, play 4 generations of Xbox. I have 360 games installed on here. I have lots of Xbox One games, couple Series X games, and then I could even watch free streaming apps like Tubi, and I even have the Sci-Fi Channel app installed on here. But there are just so many things you could do with this Xbox. You could play 4 generations of Xbox. You have Xbox Game Pass. You have so many you could literally stream movies on this thing for absolutely free. I have Tubi installed on this thing, and I gotta say, Tubi is like the best free streaming app ever. But yeah, I love. I'm just trying to say, I love the console. So I don't want people to get the wrong idea and think that I don't like the console as well. If that wasn't already clear enough, but I just want to say that real fast. I love the console. It's probably one of my most favorite consoles of all time. I've never played a console as good as the Series X. I thought the Xbox One was really good, but then I played this bad boy and I immediately fell in love with the Xbox Series X. But definitely an amazing console right here. Microsoft done a beautiful job with the Xbox Series X, and I'd say this is probably Microsoft's best console since the 360, to be honest. But yeah. But now back to the controller. So yeah, this controller, I just really don't like it. So what I have here is I have an Xbox One controller right here. And I want you guys to tell me, do you see any difference between this thing and this thing? Do you see a single difference? Now, I know that this one has a better D-pad. Yeah, I get that. But there's barely a single difference between this controller and this one. They're pretty much the same size. And not only that, but this is an Xbox One controller, and it actually feels a lot more snug, to be honest. Like, this one right here, it's like, it doesn't really feel as snug like in your hands. Like, personally, I have big hands, so like I like snug controllers. And this controller, it just feels a lot more snug, to be honest. And another thing that I can't stand about this is, like, I just don't understand why Microsoft didn't add anything new to this controller. One thing that I really would have liked to see added was the inclusion of, like, no more batteries required, because I had to go out, I had to buy one of these, like, little battery things where it's like a rechargeable battery, and look at this long ass cable that I got. Because, like, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't even use this thing for my Series X because I just hate this controller so much. There's also another reason why I don't use it. I'll explain that in a minute. But like I had to go out. I had to buy like these rechargeable battery pack thing for both my controllers. And look at this long ass cable that it comes with. Like, this cable is long as hell. I know that some people like long cables, so that way they could be further away from the TV, like they could sit on their bed or something. But my chair is literally right next, like it's facing my TV along with my table over here where my Xbox is. So I really don't need that. But anyways, like, was it too much to ask Microsoft that you guys give us a controller that actually doesn't need batteries? I mean, these controllers have needed batteries since the 360 days. Like, why does these controllers still need batteries? It's so frustrating. I mean, I understand that, like, like you could say, well, I have rechargeable batteries now, so why am I being such a salty bitch? Well, why did they have to make us go through that hassle in the first place? Why can't they just remove the battery requirement altogether? Because the fact that this controller, the controller for the brand new next generation Xbox, still needs batteries in 2021, it's just an absolute joke. So yeah, I can't stand the fact that this thing still needs batteries. I find that really disappointing. Another thing I want to talk about is like it's these old like it's got like this textured grip back here. Um, yeah, that's not really a lot of a improvement as well because um, okay, this is a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and the Pro controller literally has the same textured grip. It actually feels a little bit better on the Switch controller, the Switch Pro controller. So I really I don't really see much improvement with this whole textured grip thing. So yeah, I just don't get it. And the fact that it's not even different from the Xbox One controller, I don't understand why Microsoft did this shit. I mean, the console itself, I mean, the console, like, yes, it's obviously better than the Xbox One. It's got new features and everything. So why is the controller exactly the same? See, this is one huge advantage that PS5 has over Xbox. And as much as I hate PlayStation fanboys, I despise PlayStation fanboys, and I despise PlayStation 5. I gotta say, the DualShock 5 controller for the PS5, that controller is awesome. The PS5 controller, it's so good. The PS5 controller is amazing. So the fact that Sony was able to give the PS5 a better controller than the Xbox is, well, to be honest, I think the controller for PlayStation was always better because the DualShock 4 was also pretty good, because it had the lights and shit. Like, Xbox is really fucking up on their controllers. Like, Xbox makes great consoles, but their controllers are just such a fuck up. I mean, I wish they could have at least made it more different, because the only difference, like literally the only difference for this controller is it's got an extra button and textured grip. But other than that, there is no difference whatsoever. It is the same shape and size. It's actually a bit smaller though, but like I'm gonna put these side to side. Like, you can actually see that they are actually, this one is actually a bit bigger. It's actually a bit wider. So all they did was made a slightly smaller controller that is literally identical to the previous gen Xbox One controller. It still needs batteries, and it's got textured grip. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. It's got textured grip. That's such an amazing feature, guys. Oh my god, I love it. It's so amazing, guys. It's fucking garbage. It's fucking trash. I'm really disappointed in Microsoft for this shit. I mean, like I already said, I love the Xbox Series X. It's probably one of my favorite consoles of all time. I'm starting to like this thing more than my Nintendo Switch, to be honest. And I thought Nintendo Switch is my favorite console, but this thing is honestly becoming my favorite console because the Xbox Series X is an all-in-one entertainment system, because you can play 4 generations of Xbox. You can watch movies on this thing. You can watch free TV. This thing has everything. You've even got a freaking weather app on this thing. This Xbox is like, I'm willing to say it. Xbox Series X is the best console right now. Xbox Series X is literally the best console. It is Microsoft's best console since the 360, and it's definitely better than the Xbox One because, well, the Xbox One was good too, but the Xbox One had no games. At least we have games now because, Xbox was really good at E3. We're getting games. Like, we have exclusives now. I'd say the Xbox Series X is probably the best console right now. Probably Microsoft's best console ever. But, yeah, the controller, huge problem with the controller. And another thing is, like, I've been having trouble syncing this thing for some reason. Like, I tried to use the Xbox Game Pass mobile app, and for some reason, this thing would it won't sync back to my console for some reason. That's why I'm using my old Xbox One controller again. But, yeah, the Xbox Series X controller, completely garbage. And I understand if you guys like this thing, like especially like if you guys love the Xbox One controller and you're getting the Xbox Series X, then you're probably gonna love this controller. But for me personally, I was kind of hoping for a new controller, because when a new console comes out, the brand new controller that comes with it, that's kind of an important deal, because, like, it's the brand new controller that comes with the brand new console. And the fact that this thing is literally the exact same as the Xbox One controller, barely any fucking difference whatsoever, I found that really disappointing personally. So anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching, and please don't hate on the video. I am an Xbox fanboy myself. I love the Xbox Series X, so there's no reason for you guys to hate. If you guys disagree with my opinion, that's also cool. I believe in freedom of speech, so just please don't be negative in the comments, because I already got people hating on me for my T-Mobile video, which I made like a fucking 3 weeks ago. So please don't be hateful in the comments, guys. I respect your opinions. Feel free to disagree and let me know if you like the Xbox Series X controller, or if you agree and think that it's trash because it's barely any different from the Xbox One controller. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Please leave a like on the video because it really helps out the channel. I'm trying to grow, guys. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it, and please be sure to subscribe. New videos coming very soon. But yeah, guys, this is Mr. Rage 22 signing off. Take care, guys, and bye bye.